guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'd like to share with you some tips on how to feed picky eaters, mainly toddlers and children. I was once a picky eater. I used to hate meal times. I'll only eat foods cooked in a certain way. I hated trying new foods, and I will eat things separately as much as possible. Cheers to my parents for keeping up with me. It is definitely a struggle to feed and live with a picky eater, but now as an adult, I am no longer a picky eater. Yes, most of us will eventually grow out of it. Now I will eat anything and everything as long as it is vegetarian and not too spicy. A little bit of background about me and what I ate growing up. I grew up in a typical Sri Lankan house. We ate rice daily. For lunch, we would either have kulambu or parapu with at least 2 or 3 side dishes. In the evenings, some days we would have what we had for lunch, or my mum will make something like idli with chambal, idiyappam with sodi, rava puttu, and my all-time favorite, thosai. On Fridays, we will always have sambar and appalam. That is one of my favorite family traditions. The first tip is something not to do. No matter how fussy your child is, don't let them go to bed hungry. Don't threaten them either, like if you don't eat your dinner, you will never get dessert or you will never get to watch TV. So many parents do this, but trust me, it is not helping anyone. Work with your child instead. Negotiate with them. You know your child and you know what they will eat and what they won't. So if you plan to make something for dinner that you know they will not approve, make something else for them. Picky eaters are actually quite easy to please. If there is something that they like, they don't mind eating the same thing over and over again. Trust me, they won't get tired of it. I rather eat the same thing 2 days in a row rather than try something new that I may or may not like. The next step is to involve your child in the buying and preparation of the food. I was more likely to try something new if I was involved in the cooking process. My mom was great. She was always happy to let me help out in the kitchen, even if it meant slowing her down. Sometimes I think I made more messes than actually help her cook. Once my mom tried to make homemade tofu. Yeah, my mom is adventurous like that. She loves trying out new recipes, so you can understand why we had a very awkward relationship when it comes to food. But when I see and take part in the cooking process, I am more willing to try it out. The tofu turned out well actually. It tasted a lot different than the ones you buy from the shop. It definitely had what I call a more concentrated soy taste. The next tip is to make eating time fun. Let them play a game or watch a movie while eating. Making children sit at the table until their plate is cleaned is not the best way to get them to eat. I never ate at the table growing up. When I was a toddler, until around 6, I was normally playing while my mum fed me, and after 6, I always watched TV while eating. You will find that your child or toddler will eat more while being preoccupied with other things. This will certainly take the stress away while eating. I know this goes against what is normally advised, but the goal here is to ensure that your child eats a balanced diet and finishes the meal. So what if we need to bend the rules a little to reach our goal? The next step is to let your child choose their own portions, within reason of course. Many parents get upset when their child doesn't eat their meal completely. Forcing food distresses kids and makes them build negative association with food. Don't get upset with them or tell them that people are starving in poorer countries. Guilt won't work either. Simply let them choose their own portions or don't give them too much to begin with. Many picky eaters want to maintain some control over their meal, and by giving them the freedom to do this, they are more willing to try something new and they will grow up making healthy food choices. The next tip is to introduce new food in different ways. If you are trying to introduce a particular type of food into your child's diet, try preparing them in different ways. Sometimes it is the way the food is prepared, fried, boiled, sautéed, baked, that alters the textures of the food and makes it not appealing to the picky eater. I remember I wouldn't eat spinach if it was cooked in noodles, but I would eat spinach cooked in a cream sauce. I wouldn't eat carrots on its own, but I would eat carrots in sambar or in sodhi. Also, don't give up after the first try. Retrying a particular food in a different way or setting is also a good idea. Sometimes it takes a second taste or a new recipe to discover that the food tastes good after all. The last tip is to let your child eat their meal in their own way. The way they choose to eat their meal might seem strange to you, but as long as it works for them and it means that they finish their meal, that is all that matters. There was a time when I would eat all the vegetables first and then the rice and the rasam on its own. Hope you find these tips useful. Picky eating is just a stage in life, and picky eaters do not necessarily grow up to be picky adults. That is all for my video today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!